Hey, what's going on, guys? Gulliver here. Uh, my alliance just finished the event. I just woke up now, and as you can see, we have a lot of stuff to open. But the main thing here is this one. So we just have Alchemist, Megatronus, and Alpha I will be absolutely happy with any of those three because outside of Amalgamous, this is the best free ones. So let's crack it open. We have also something here, yes. Free Crystal. Then here. I always leave like these separated, and when it's 10, I just click on the 10 one. Just a little bit easier. Click here as well. So, oops. So, let's go. Of a Tryon. It's really nice. Nice. I have saw many times people using Alpha Tryon on Minerva and Flatline. I don't know, man. Like, because Minerva doesn't have a G1 core. I think, and like the Minerva tower has such a huge amount of healing that's like you not even need the second one, you know. You not even need a Ray Buster or anything. So Alpha Triumph is just so powerful that's like just good enough by itself. So you don't need anything else. I'm like, okay, I think this is really good. Yeah, let's crack it open everything here. Just maybe if we can get all the other stuff there. Just to split everything apart. Now the event just finished. We can go for some. We can go for some PvPs. Now that we have a lot of stuff available to us. I'm thinking about it, like, I think that Alpha Tron is going to be on Amalgamous. Alpha Tron is be on Amalgamous. It's going to be on Flatline. The Amalgamous is obvious. Sentius, I think that it's going to stick on. It's going to stick on Full Tilt 5-star. Now it has the 5-star has Fracas on it as well. Let's open everything here first. Okay, nice. Very closer now to D. 10 power, 10 premium shots. So like, I'm thinking like, to honestly saying, I'm thinking on making a video, but I need to think a little bit more. Which is the best setup for every single prime core, you know? I think that there is some guys that are kind of generic to a point where it doesn't really much matter. It's going to be good anyway. or like it's going to be like relevant, impactful anyway. But for example, there are some combinations that they are a little bit better and they are a little bit stronger. So for example, if we are talking about certain combats, talking about combats, we have now level 11 slash SA11. I think that's not absolutely wrong if we call the guys combat SA11, because SA11 is a concept that's like boost a SA to a point where it's like more than an SA level is boost even further than one level. So if you think about it, Fracas is going to get 30% life drain and almost 10% damage boost. That's a lot. Verb Breaker, which is one of the things that I'm very, very seduced, boosted up, is going to have an amazing amount of survivability with more than with almost 3k HP added. DPS is not that relevant on this guy, but like, fine. As you can see, we need to have the BB binary bond. People call it BB. I think I upgrade. I'll call it binary bond because BB is like exclusive to build bots, like the first one that came. So just to avoid confusion, to be honest. And like, I'm thinking about it. I just have these two at level 10. Glitch is glitched. Got it. So we don't have it all available to us yet. There was a certain point where it was something like plus 55555 everything, like on every single number that was available, and there wasn't these with 1 million combat spark and one binary bond upgraded. It was like skippable through a huge amount of cyber coins. It was very, very glitched. But I'm just avoiding this because I was just avoiding like upgrading before, because like Dale, which is one of the responsibles from the upgrading, patching, making stuff, just told us that he was going to revert back because since he doesn't have introduced the binary bond into the game, the alternative ways that we were doing to upgrade the stuff was not like supposed to be there. There was a point where it was 1 million combat shards and one energon, one piece of energon. I think that this was supposed to be on the test server, which like one energon you have access to like a huge amount of stuff with the test server and with the test accounts. It was available to us at that moment, but like I was like, no, I won't even use this because it's going to be reverted like anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. The ones that I'm thinking about is that are the ones that like it's obvious, like the ones that people most use. So for example, Fracas. I know Crate Maker is going to be insane because it's going to be like 45 or 42, 40 something per rocket. So like it's going to basically double the DPS of the bot that's being used. The warrior stuff like Double Crosser, Fangtron, and Jays are going to be like very very good as well because the protection is going to be like amazing. And talking about Jays, since they have introduced it, Jays into the normal cycle of combat shards, they always do this. They have made an update, so Jays is Baru. Baru, I always confuse the two guys. He's available in the numberless batch, which is like I'm not sure if there is a combat legacy, if there was a legacy Star Legacy combat ship after the sixth one, because I have completed a huge amount of ones. So the 3, the 4, I'm not sure if the 5 was as well, but like this has Baru at his disposal. So if you have something like, I don't know, a decent Kulagu, maybe Tantrum if you like the bot, maybe, I don't know, any bot that you need, that you want to use more offensively, like that disables defenses, for example. Something like, I don't know, Bludgeon, for example. Its essay, it's going to be used to dodge or to not be screwed up by stuff because it disables targets. So you have another thing that disables stuff. So Bludgeon is going to have the essay, the G1 core that also keeps taunting defenses, and the defense that are not taunted are going to be disabled. So you improve even more this characteristic on your bot. I think that's nice, I guess. So yeah, that's a lot of things. That is a lot of stuff. What else? So yeah. So I was I'm thinking about some types of combinations with these combats, and the ones that I'm most expecting as Sa11/LVL11. I think that glitch and vert breaker are going to be like very useful, to me at least. I don't think that people rush into it because they're not the most wanted ones, but I love glitch. I used it for a while on T2 Max 5-star. When I got the vert breaker 5-star, I was like, okay, I can just place the 5 stars on the 4, on the 2 5-stars on the 4 and the 5-star. The 4-star needs more HP because it has less HP, so let's place this on that. I just use Junk Heap with the 5-star, so HP is not a problem for the 5-star. So let's use Vert Breaker to have like a combiner effect, like I am invulnerable to everything and rush around and go for mines, go for defenses, go for stunning, and I think that this feeling of I am a little combiner with T2 Max is very nice. Fracas is going to be very, very useful. Grow and what's the name of the other one? Roundhog, which is Big Daddy and Zor, if I remember correctly, are going to be very interesting ones because you increase the DPS and the missiles from the Groundhound Zor. Not Groundhound and Big Daddy, the damage is boosted on combiners and bots by triple of the DPS, but if you increase the DPS, you increase that as well. And same thing about the cooldown on the orbital thing, which is from, where's the guy? Slugfest. So yeah, I think it's going to be really nice because increasing the DPS on that will increase the damage of the of the Slugfest, of the Orbital Strike, and grows like very very massive damage, very very strong. So it's going to be like very very nice there as well. Maybe Pterodactyl, because like it's going to increase the healing done by the thing, but it's not something that attracts my mind that much. You know what I mean? Like there's other stuff that I think that are really useful as well. Fairline, Top Shot is going to be like receiving a boost again. I heard a lot of the Fireline Top Shot nerf that happened 1 year and a half ago, something like that. That like massively nerfed the bot, the combat. So like people are going to be like a little bit happier with these back into the meta a little bit more. I don't think it's absolutely out. It's just like less absurd, less impactful. I just don't have the experience with the bot, how it was back then, but I watched the YouTube videos and how it was good back then. So I just have a notion, but like, yeah. And talking about weapons, which I think they're really impactful as well. Darkstar Saber on Barricade Drift is going to be really, 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 really better. Because the damage is very much improves, not just the level of damage, like 2.5 or 3.5 levels upgraded into the SA11 / level 11. And also, if you have a 5-star Sentius Malus level, I don't know, 64 or 5, something like that. Oops. With a level 11 sort of balance attached to it, with like, I don't know, amalgamas into it. Sentius are going to be very, very good again, I guess, you know? Because like, with the insane amount of damage it's going to receive, like, it's very, very good, like, very, very good. I see this being really impactful, I see this being really, really good, and maybe Sentius is going to be returning back to the meta. I don't see these being more impactful, like it's just, because the level just increased the DPS. So I'm not sure how amazing is that going to be, but like, not sure. Just thinking with my head a little bit. But these are the ones that I think that are more impactful ones. So like now with the Prime Shard, with the Prime course, I think that Quintus on Ground Wave is the best combination. I just use on the Photos because I already played enough with this combination and I want to test other stuff, and I'm really happy and glad with the results I'm having with this setup. My Chronos on Headstrong pipes is like really interesting because you attract defenses, you heal the guys around. If you use double crosser, you protect them so the healing don't be absolutely denied by the further distances that are not getting attracted by Headstrong. That's the setup I use on Headstrong since I got my Chronos and double crosser 5-star. So I think it's a really, really interesting setup. But if you use like on the healer itself, like it's very, very fine again. But I don't want, but I want to like not centralize purposes in one bot. So like for example, why I unlocked Acid Storm as a 5-star, because I don't want to centralize the build bot killing purposes on just Wild Rider. I just have an extra bot that does this as well. So if your healer is like insta destroy because like I don't know a laser because like Yeah, you have a something close to a cluster or a zone heal in the Alchemist Prime, close to like the laser, and you're like, I'm going to one shot these, but the cluster doesn't not even the cluster, like the extra healing around doesn't allow it, and you think you destroyed the laser, but the laser like boom destroyed like your main healer. You can't heal for the rest of the match if you guys don't have like Hitborn, fracas stuff. So having alternative ways to heal stuff is like really good. No, I think it's self-explanatory. Liege. I'm not sure which is the best bot to use Liege. I think that you have to use a warrior to coordinate, to like kind of control where the thing is. I see stuff like, for example, Megatron has been used on Headstrong because acid fire stuff. On Ironhide or what's the name of the thing? Bludgeon is Micronus or Rampage with Liege. Like there's such a huge amount of combinations, but these are like the main ones. So I think that outside of like, if you're thinking about damage, Headstrong is obvious the most interesting one because acid fire with Megatronus. But like, if you use like off-road, which is like the glass guy with Megatronus, the acid storm is the standard for the damage boost and stuff. So it has 20% on acid of over the fire damage. But if you think about it, if you use off-road, where's the guy? It boosts 40% of the things that have glass. So Megatron is going to be even more impactful in off-road than it is on acid on pipes Headstrong, for example. So I think that's a viable option, if you know what I mean. Prima, I think that I just realized that I just wasted a lot of resources using to upgrade blades slash Dirge G1 core, because like the passive that you get from hijacking stuff, hacking stuff is like nice, but like I know I'm not sure how impactful they are, to be honest, because like the more important things are the ones that you're going to hack through the essay itself, not through not like the closed ones, but like also if you get the closed ones, if you use Prima on Dirge or Cutthroat, it's basically like dealing with the closer defenses faster. So like you don't need to hack them, you need to destroy them as fast as possible. So like they kind of deal with the same purposes, like dealing with the closer defenses, but these boosts even further the damage done by everything on the closest defenses. So if you really want the hijack stuff on the passive skill of Dirge, and you really want to have Prima on your team, I think that you have to use Cutthroat and Dirge in your team. But I wouldn't be mad about it, you know? Because both of these ones are really good in my opinion. Both of these ones are really strong. You just have to choose. Sometimes people use these on Thundercracker Silverbolt, because he has and Crate Maker, something like that, to be on the back of the map. Because it has a massive range, it has like a decent amount of damage that you don't absolutely need the endurance damage booster. So yeah, I think it's good on him as well. But like, I honestly believe that Dirge with the thing is like the best thing. Cutthroat's like good, but like it's the second one in my opinion. Vector Prime, I'm not sure which stuff it's like good for that. Either these one, to be honest. I'm really being honest with you guys. I don't have a clear notion of like a thing that you want to receive damage to stop receiving such a amount of damage, but being able to do more. It's not something that seduces me. Those are the ones that I have the lowest level on, like these three. I was using these on flatline just to protect a little bit more, but like it's not the best one to be honest. Just because this boosts damages in general, I think that matches well with the team of Rodimus and Necronus, so it's just there. But I honestly believe that the prime core of this version, the defensive version of this prime core, is better than the offensive version. Same for this, same for this, and same for this. There's no amazing thing on this guy. This is just for defense, I guess, defense purposes. But I don't have any priority on this guy. And like, if you really like to have extra points, which I think you should want, this is for you. There's like a couple amount of bots in this game that you can just say they don't need a G1 core. Like, you replace a G1 core on them just to improve the bot, but like they don't need a G1 core. Flatline's one of those. For example, T2 Max, because it costs 7 plus 2, and like stuff like Half Shell, for example. If you have the 5-star version of these bots, they have a huge amount of damage and health on DPS and the SA damage that they actually don't need the G1 core anymore. So on this type of VOD, if you want to like solo with T2 Max, I think that's going to be a viable option, if you know what I mean. Like, outside of Alchemist, which is also good, but like, it's going to be a viable option. It's not bad, you know. I think that this won't be applied on any gunner, on any way, shape, or form. On warriors, there are better options in prime core setups. On aerials, same thing. There are some guys that use Micronus and what's the name? Micronus on some aerials like Thundercracker, Dirge, Cutthroat, like having the same concept on it. But I think that I just like it more on warriors. But if you really want to make like support guys and everything, with the same concept, Alpha Tron is really good in that as well. Let me see how it's working. Oh, it reduces the cooldown. Very nice, very nice. So like, before we get attacked and we lose the almighty 300 energy. Oh, man, I'm having a lot of difficulties with these, to be honest, because I just lose it all fucking day, all the days, unhappily. Exhaust? Yeah. For example, a random idea. For example, if you don't have access to the Sa11 on stuff, and the Sa11 is something that heals, if you use Micronus, like, for example, on Exhaust, it's not a bad idea, because you reflect the damage while healing stuff around, and if you have the Sa11, it heals even more. So like, I use it on a very, very old and very, very weird setup of teams that I had. It was like Tantrum, Exhaust, tarantulas and Spinister. It was like pure mad and it's such a bad thing, but I was actually absolutely in love because I think it was like, oh, I'm a crazy combo guy. Let's make some combos and it. Stupid ideas. Like with the moments that you're like just focusing on having fun in the game, like you do like stupid stuff. But let me see. What else could we do that's fun? Ah, yeah. Let's continue this. So, on Alpha Trion, I'm not sure which one it is. Not sure. But like you see the concept, like it's applicable on many stuff, like many stuff. Megatronus, same thing. There's a huge amount of bots that are really useful in it. Headstrong, off-road are like the main ones that I'm going to think about using it. I think that's going to be liking on off-road. If you use like something like, I don't know, maybe tarantulas, you freeze defenses, you heal enemies around, and have fire damage around guys, like just to do an overwhelming amount of stuff. Outside of warriors, like for example, what's the name of the bots? It's one of the scouter ones. Yeah, Flame War, for example. When I got Beachcomber, I'm forgetting the Deluge. Sometimes I forget the Decepticon name. I use the Deluge on targeting Flame War. Flame War goes make the Ring of Fire, so he does the Ring of Fire thing. And the electric damage and everything. While they were like making a lot of circles, so with the circles, it was hacking stuff close to the circles. And if you use Megatronus on it, because it doesn't have a G1 core yet, you're going to be making even more fire damage. So it was like a huge amount of stuff happening on this setup. Like, I think it's cool. Not like super busted, broken, amazing, but like you do a lot of little stuff that like help you to weak the opponent's defenses, so it's easier for you to kill stuff after that. So like I use this setup with a little bit with Spinister, I guess. Oh my god, I was such in love with Spinister in the beginning of the game. I was like, I upgraded a lot of stupid stuff because of it. To be honest, I won't even lie. But generic ideas. Alchemist. So like, I wanted to talk about a thing here. I see a lot of people using these combat here very weirdly. Fire Glide. I see people using with Micronos, think that the healing wave with Micronos is going to be boosted, but it's not. Doesn't work like that. I think that Fire Glide, as a combat, has some targets in mind that are like really better to be placed on. The main ones that I'm thinking about are, let me find this, Dive Bomb, because the G1 cores allow you to heal you over 12% of the damage done on the level 11. And you have the special ability damage increase as well. So you increase the damage that heals you, so you gain health. And Dive Bomb is one of the bots that like gets into trouble a lot because it rushes in the middle of stuff. So you increase the health of Dive Bomb, and you increase the healing that the G1 cores provides you. So thumbs up for that, really good. Also we have Blitzwing. He doesn't get into trouble, but he gets extra HP. and it gets extra healing because the G1 core does the same thing as Dive Bomb. So very, very nice as well. And if you want to use anything that's fire gladable and you want him to heal by the damage done, you can use like with any of these bots, any of these bots, any of these bots. You can use Alchemist with Fireglade and it works. So if you want to have a very, very unique and interesting interaction with combats and bots, and with combat bots and a specific prime core, that's one of the better combinations that you're going to have. I think that there is one of the best ones with the best synergy. There are some G1 cores that as I have showed you guys that are a little bit better than Alchemist because they do the healing on you. They may even do extra healing. I think that maximum of Alchemist Prime is 50-80%, something like that. But they're going to be like, if it's a triple changer like Blitzwing, it's going to be like doing extra damage with the SAs, doing something with the one SA is going to boost it up a little bit. On Dive Bomb, it's going to give SA damage as well. So it's going to boost even further this strategy. But with all these bots, so like Tarantulas, Motor Master, GNU is here for the damage boost, and because sometimes I use Minerva with the GNU thing, so I use GNU, send the minions, then Minerva heal the minions and everything around, so they receive the healing and get the boosted of the healing with the GNU. But I'm honestly waiting for Alchemist Prime to drop on Fireglade, on GNU, to place Fireglade on it. Because I really, really think that's really necessary and it's the best GNU setup. And I think that I'm going to likely use GNU as a defensive option. Because it's a little bit better than Soundwave. I don't want to use like Vitality or I don't know what's the name of that, the attack generic booster of DPS on it, because the Sentius, because Quintus doesn't work really properly while Soundwave is on defense because it's not destroying stuff. So Quintus doesn't trigger if you destroy a bot. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. I think that I have a very interesting content showing my ideas, showing my concepts on prime core strategies and so on. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for the support. Gulliver out. Can't click the button again. Oh boy. Bye.